Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In this video we're going to be having a little look at some of the bits and pieces that have come around today for the Just Trains West Coast Mainline Crewe to Preston route. As you can see in the background, there's some footage from the stream that's just taken place on the evening of the 11th, but the route is coming out on the 18th of June, so not long at all to wait. Now, there is an article. I will put the link in the description for this article that DTG have put out during the afternoon of the 11th, but I'm going to cover that. We'll show you the route showcase as well that they've put together, and we're just going to cover a few bits and pieces. So get ready to transport yourself back into the bustling 1980s railway scene with Just Trains' latest add-on for Train Sim World 6, West Coast Main Line, Crewe to Preston, coming on the 18th of June. Developed by Just Trains, following on from the West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle and Blackpool Branches, Preston, Blackpool and Ormskirk add-ons, Just Trains West Coast Main Line, Crewe to Preston promises to be another cracker, with period-accurate 1980s signage and stations and the option to drive the electric or non-electrified. You can sink your teeth into the route as well as being 60 miles long in length. Just Trains have included obviously the in-depth time lapse, which you'll have seen, and we did cover that as well, so there is that out there. But the route itself, spanning from Preston, you can travel all the way down to Crewe, passing various towns along the way, and also there is branches as well that you can explore. You can cover the Deepdale branch. You've got the Holding and Ladywell sidings at Preston, along with Preston Station, North Union and Ribble sidings. You then pass through Leyland, Wigan North Western, also catching a glimpse of Wigan Walgate. You also then find Wigan Springs branch TMD to the south of the area of Wigan. You then can either visit Bickershaw Colliery or the Kelbits branch, down also to Haydock Oil Terminal. As you continue your journey south, you can then find Parkside Colliery, Newton Le Willows, Earlstown, before finding yourself at the busy bustling place of Warrington Bank Quay. Warrington consists of many areas. You've got Latchford, Arpley, and then you can across the route west to Fiddler's Ferry Power Station with loaded coal. Unload the coal at the power station. You then can travel further south and you'll pass through Acton Bridge, Hertford, and when you'll find another branch which will be to the small terminal of Over Wharton for the transportation of road grit salt. Continuing south back at the main line, you will then pass through Winsford before soon arriving at Crewe, the busy railway town, and vibrant rich history for railways, of course, with many locomotives built there. In the areas of Crewe, you've got the coach side, so the coaching side, you've got the diesel depot, Basford Hall, Gresty Lane. You've got the electric depot as well on top of that. There's so much to see on this 60-mile route, and you're just getting a small snippet on this background footage today. This is just of some of the stream travelling into Crewe itself, but there will be some other little bits that you may see in this video. Set in 1986, Crewe to Preston add-on covers one of the UK's busiest rail corridors, starting at Crewe, furnished with yards, depots, carriage sidings and the famous Crewe Works. The road heads north through Warrington, Wigan and Preston. Beyond the main line, dedicated to freight branches serving Haydock Park, Fiddler's Ferry Power Station, Bickershaw Colliery and Deepdale, each adding something truly amazing and distinctive to various operations along that route. The route is jam-packed to the gills, with period-accurate detail, 4-track running on key sections, busy TMDs at Crewe and Wigan Springs branch, freight loops and marshalling yards throughout, and a timetable full of engine movement, MGR coal trains, speed-link freight and high-speed expresses. Cool points also of interest include Dutton Viaduct, the Acton Grange girder bridge spanning the Manchester Shipping Canal, and Crewe's 1985 remodel station, allowing trains to exit up to 60 miles per hour. The Class 86-4 comes bolstering the route for express services born out of the mid-1960s and drive the electrified locomotive of Britain's most important main line, the Class 86. This was one of no prototype experiment. BREL built 100 of them, making a British Rail a first serious commitment to electric traction at scale. For decades, these machines were the backbone of the West Coast Main Line, hauling everything from crack expresses to heavy freight beneath the wires. The BR Class 20. The Class 20, stubby, purposeful, and unlike anything else on the network, the Class 20 has always looked like it meant business, with its cab perched at one end and its nose riding heavy. It cut an immediately recognisable silhouette from the earliest days of dieselisation. It was never the biggest and fastest, but it proved phenomenally tough, outlasting countless more designs of the modern era, and still appearing on the mainline and heritage railways today, decades beyond any reasonable expectation. Now, we don't have footage for the 08, however, the Class 08 shunter was an unsung workhorse for the BR network for generations. Introduced in 1952, the standard issue yard dog, they potted around goods yards, station sidings and depots the length and breadth of the country. The decline of traditional shunting has thinned their numbers on the national network, but the Class 08 refuses to vanish entirely, still earning its keep in the industrial sidings and on heritage lines. Timetable and service layers. For the route, you require Tees Valley Line, Darlington, Saltburn by the Sea as a route add-on for the Class 37 tractor diesel locomotive. West Cornwall Local, Penzance, St Austell and St Ives for the Sea Cow and Turbot wagons. Spirit of Steam, Liverpool Lime Street to Crewe, 16-ton minimal wagon and the 20-ton brake van. The BR Heavy Freight Loco add-on for the Class 40 diesel locomotive and the 12-ton van. The BR Class 20 Chopper Loco add-on for the PGA wagon. The BR Class 31 Loco add-on for the diesel locomotive and the PCA-V cement tank wagon. Blackpool Branches for Blackpool, Preston and Ormskirk for the 142 Pacer DMU and the TEA wagon. Northern Transpennine Manchester to Leeds route for the Class 45 Peak diesel locomotive. West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle for the Class 87 electric locomotive. Class 101 diesel multiple unit. Class 47/4 diesel locomotive and the BBA wagon, Mark 3A coaches, Mark 2A coaches and the Mark 1BG coaches. The BR Class 86/2 and Mark 2F coaches for the Class 86/2 and the Mark 2F and the Mark 1 RMB coach. Peak Forest Railway, Ambergate to Chinley and Buxton for the ICI Hopper wagon and Cargo Line Volume 5 for the Nuclear FNA wagon. Scenarios and collectibles and mastery challenges will also be available with 5 scenarios, also with a number of tutorials for you to get yourself stuck into with this product. Some tutorials will be on the training centre and also for the route itself. The route releases on the 18th of June for Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, Epic Game Store and Steam for £29.99, €35.99 and $39.99. Have you not yet upgraded to TSW6? West Coast Main Line Crewe to Preston is an add-on for Trainsim World 6, and if you have not yet upgraded, you can still do so in a number of ways. Via the PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, Steam or Epic. And we will finish off with Dovetail's showcase video. And thank you very much for watching this short video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit your notification bell for future videos, and you can catch us on Twitch, of course, on a Tuesday and Saturday at twitch.tv/trainsim_TV. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.